Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm T with Teresa H Creates, and I wanted to make a Mother's Day card with you today. So I recently purchased this Graphic 45 Flight, a fancy 8x8 paper collection, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And I've kind of been brainstorming what I'm going to make with this, and I just kept picturing something kind of just like an explosion of colors and things and elements. And so I thought with this ephemera and this paper, maybe something for Mother's Day, maybe a card. And so I have been playing around. And before I got much further, I thought, you know what, I ought to record this because this is something that I'm doing a little bit different. It's definitely not original, I'm sure, but it's different for me. And so I wanted to kind of just do a craft along. So my thought is, and I pulled together a bunch of stuff. Hopefully I've got everything that I'm going to need. But my thought was that I would make an envelope that was not meant to be sealed, but meant to be left open, and that the card would kind of, now I would cut this down, but the card itself would just be a front and back, and it would kind of just sit in there, and then it would just be an explosion of these flowers and butterflies and elements all around the envelope, and the card would slide in and out. And so not meant to be closed, like I said. So I started, and I wanted to use this. Unfortunately, I have these envelopes for 5x7 cards. So they're 7¼ by 5¼ in size. But when you open it up, I'm not going to be able to make an envelope with these 8x8 papers. So I pulled out my 49 and Market, and I just opened up this envelope here and used it as a guide, a template to kind of cut this down the way I wanted. And it's beautiful. And I thought, well, I'll use this, but for me, it didn't pop the way I wanted it to. And I'm looking at this black in this background, and I thought, you know what, I should stick with the black envelope. I trimmed it down here, and then trimmed it here. That way I had what I felt was a little bit more space to see what was on the card itself than I did with this. And so that's why I kind of modified it. And so I'll probably use this later in something else, probably maybe a junk journal or something like that. But anyhow, I wanted to go ahead and just kind of walk through this process of what I've been doing with you. Select my paper. Sorry, I don't know what is going on. My voice is kind of going today. Is it just allergies? I don't feel unwell, but I'm assuming it's probably just allergies. These papers are absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And I definitely want to use the purple butterflies. This blue is beautiful. This is a maybe. That, no, this blue is gorgeous. Okay. Nope. Oh, that orange. Pull some orange into it. If you hear any loud noises, I apologize in advance. I've got a house full of teenagers out in the living room. I did shut the door. Like I said, this was kind of an impromptu filming, and so I shut the door to try to keep some of the noise out. But, you know, kids will be kids. And so that's gorgeous. So if you do hear them, that's what's going on. I have a full house. So what I'm going to do with this is decide where I want these pieces. I am going to cut this off. Because these are just going to be my cutting guides. Okay. I want this to be a whole page. Is that going to fit? It is. Okay. I hope you guys see the inspiration behind this, what it is that I am trying to accomplish here. Okay, there we go. And then this is kind of angled a little bit. I'm going to take my smaller scissors. There we go. Make sure all around is looking good. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's see how it looks on. That was our cutting template, and then this is our actual envelope. And I think it looks pretty good. And I know this is the back of the envelope technically, but this paper is gorgeous and I wanted to use it, so I'm using it. Okay. So one thing I wanted to do, because I don't like a white core, and this has a white core, and I wanted to kind of help blend it in and further make those colors pop. So I thought what I would do is ink up the edges. So I've got my black soot distress ink, and I'm going to ink up the edges of this paper. I really think that whenever you use one coordinating ink for all of these edges, that it really ends up bringing the whole thing together. And look at the, see, I feel like that makes a lot of difference there. All right, because especially since these patterns are so busy. And so I'm not worried about it folding. I actually want it to stay up, so that's going to be just fine. And I'm kind of wondering, since I already have this cut, if I should figure out what I want on the inside and take care of that. All of you are screaming yes, right? So, yes, that's what I'm going to do. What do I want on the inside? I think that I am going to use the purple on the inside. I am going to go ahead and use purple on the inside. There we go. That's better. All right. Okay, now I'm going to start gluing down. And I think that I'm just going to use my tape runner for this. Well, I might use some of my liquid glue also. So a combination of tape runner and liquid glue. Okay. And then my glue. Actually put it back where it belongs on my cart. Having some wet glue on it will give me just a little bit of breathing room as far as getting it down, but then it'll be stuck. All right, here goes nothing. Let me put this back into frame so you can watch me. All right, you're cheering me on. I need all the cheers I can get. And I can't see what's going on here. Is that right? Is that right? Bring it down a little bit, over a little bit. All right, we're going to commit. That's it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's handmade. All right. Yay, we've got the back. Okay, I'm going to bring out my black soot again, my distress ink. And I am going to ink up the edges of this. So it's going to get rid of that white core. And it'll also help the paper blend into the black matte, which is what I'm calling that envelope. That envelope is going to be my black matte. Okay. Oh my gosh. And this is what my desk looks like on the regular. It's always just a mess. Big messes everywhere. And no matter how much I clean, I always end up working on the smallest spot possible. I could clean off my entire desk and in no time it's just filled up again with stuff everywhere. I am not a neat crafter. I can put it all away pretty quickly and clean up fairly quickly. But while I am in the middle of it, it is not neat. It is definitely a big mess. Okay. It over. Is that right? We're going with it. I'm committing. All right. And then I wanted this to stick up, so I'm not going to score that. I wasn't worried about that at all. All right. Let me put my lid back in here. Oh, it's looking so pretty. It's looking so pretty. Okay. And then I am going to do the outside envelope pieces. And I don't think I'm going to do all three the same. I really like this with the hummingbirds. So I'm thinking about doing this bottom flap with this guy right here. And maybe I'll do these with the orange or a different blue pattern. You know what? I'm going to open up my ephemera. I'm going to see what it looks like and how much orange is actually in it. Yeah. Those will, yeah, okay. I am, good idea. Okay, I am going to use, there's a lot of orange and a lot of blue and a lot of purple, so I am going to use the orange. Okay. Okay, now I'm kind of debating whether or not I should glue it down now or if I should try to, let me look at my ephemera. Okay. Is my messy desk disturbing some of you? It's a mess, right? I know it is. You know what? I am going to go ahead and cut my card down. So let's see. Intentionally, this is initially for a 5x7 card, but I'm going to do a little insert. So guessing I'm probably going to do 6x4. Let's go in an inch and see. And I'm using some of my scrap here. There's 4 inches. I just pulled out some of my scrap paper. So I'm not going to be too upset if it doesn't work out. I'm going to do 6, 4. Let's see what that looks like. And I think that's about right. Okay. And then I'm going to want to write on the other side. So I'm going to put a white sheet on the other side. We'll do we'll do 5 3/4 by 4 3/4. That will go on the back of that. Perfect. Okay, I think I'm going to round these corners. Where is my Occasionally, in the middle of the chaos, I will stop and clean up. I may have to do that. I may have to stop filming in a second and pick up a little bit just because it's pretty chaotic right here, huh? All right. Not sure if I'm going to. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just run this black. I didn't ink it up again. I'm a heavy inker anyway, so there's plenty on this foam brush, and I wanted to just kind of get the edge. Okay. Okay. And this And that will be my card. I'll put my message on the back, and then I'll have a sentiment up there on the front. And then let's kind of decorate around this and see what we've got here. Okay, that's a little too big. I'm kind of wanting, so what if I do like this? And I don't mind that it goes off. Not a big deal. I just want to make sure that I'm going to be able to slide this in and out. And I kind of want to do it at an angle, I think. Yeah, maybe like right there or so. So I could do that. What are we thinking? Maybe another up here. Oh, these are just so beautiful. So, so beautiful. And I think that I need another, let me see, some more flowers. I think I need another butterfly. Here's this lovely banner. And do I want to put it down there? I mean, I really, really want this to explode with all the florals, and some of these I'll put up on like pop dots, you know, on the dimensionals. This is gorgeous. Actually, I wonder if I brought in some greenery. I've got this 49 in Market, and it's these laser cuts. I wonder if those will add or detract. Let's see. This is pretty. It's a pretty green down here. So almost like it's a flower garden. And these guys are just exploding from there. Okay. All right, I'm going to mess around with this a little bit, and then I'll come back and show you what I've come up with. I'll be back in a minute. All right, and I'm back. I've been playing around off camera, and this is what I've kind of come up with so far. So I haven't glued down these flaps yet. That's what it looks like underneath. It's very dimensional. And then I think I was going to kind of do the rest of this with you guys here. Okay, I'm going to do the double-sided tape and get that down. Let's see. Well, I don't know that I'm going to do double-sided tape. I think I'll just use my tape runner and go right along the edge there and there. I want to make sure that I'm not going to close up that top part here, because I need to I keep testing this. I've been testing it along the way. That's why a lot of this back here is flat, because I need to be able to slide this in. So I've been gluing down all those little bits and bobs. Okay. See, look at how pretty that is. Okay. And then once this card is removed, okay, now I can finish embellishing the rest of this. And so this part is the rest of it I'm going to try to build up a little bit. And that's why I brought you back. Okay, let's see. I've got all these little butterfly guys. And I'm thinking of putting a little bit of a raised guy here. And I like this pink guy over here. And I'm going to pop these up. Let's see. I've got some foam tape. And I didn't take too much time to do this. It was mostly just me trying to, just like you saw before I left. I was just trying to kind of figure out the placement, the arrangements of it, and I just didn't think it was necessary for you guys to have to watch all of that. And I'll still do some of it now. So let's see. That guy there, so he's kind of popped up a little bit. And then this guy. I'm really liking it so far. I think it looks so pretty. And these colors are just gorgeous. So I did go around the edges. I kind of did this on purpose. So I chose some of these bluer, deeper colored kind of greens to put in the back. So it kind of gave it a little bit more depth back there. And then, not sure how I want this guy. There we go. To give it a little bit of depth back there. Yeah, that's what I thought. Part of this is okay. I'm gonna remove that. Okay, and that'll work. Okay, to kind of give it some depth, and then I did some of the lighter greens up at the front. And all I've been doing is trimming these off, and I did ink around some of the edges in the black, just to kind of give it, I don't know, maybe a faux shadow. I'm not a real artist. I'm not good with all of that, but you know, you get the picture, right? Okay. I wanted to put some greenery in here. I'm not sure what. And then pop this guy up. Maybe like this. I like that. Okay. So and I want to keep, I don't mind anything hanging off the edges of it. I want to keep it pretty flat on the bottom. That way it can be displayed. If she chooses to. Okay, let me see. Right there. Perfect. Okay. And then I've got these butterflies, and I was kind of thinking this guy. Oh, I am in love. Okay, and so do I want this guy popped up? And then this guy here? Or not this guy? And then this guy here? I think I'm going to do that guy there, going the opposite direction. And I am going to pop it up. So here we go. I hope my sisters like it. I know my mom will. I'm going to have to put a disclaimer on this. Don't watch Mom. She watches my videos. She's a supporter. And I am so late to the party. Have you guys already made your Mother's Day? If you are making them this year, have you made your Mother's Day cards yet? I am really late to the party, but I think I've mentioned it before. I've got a senior in high school, and we have just been so busy. This season in our lives is just the busiest. Okay, and I did get some black on that. And I'm going to put that there. Oh, look at all of that dimension and that loveliness. And I still feel like it needs something right here. And I've got this little guy that I could pop up there. There? I think there. There, and call it done. I think so. He kind of blends in with this blue, and I think it looks nice. All right, and I've already inked him up and everything. So I'm going to put him there. All kinds of dimension. Okay, so now that I've got this down, check it again. Make sure we're going to be able to slide in there. And we do. Look at that. So I've got this in here. Now I need to come up with, because I'm going to write my message on the back here, but I wanted something nice on the front of this. So back to my papers, and I'm embarrassed to say I'm not sure where they are. Okay, let me, all right, here we go. Here are some of them. This would be pretty in there. This would be pretty in there. Where is my, okay, here he is. What are we thinking? That'd be good. That'd be good. That kind of blends in, kind of ties it all in, right? Where are the rest of my papers? Oh, here they are. And no, those won't work. Oh, that's pretty though. That would be pretty. And I would ink it up, obviously. And then let's see. I'm going to have to get more of this ephemera. Oh, and it looks gorgeous. Okay, that's what I'm going with. All right, let me ink this up. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit more ink on this. I would love to see some of your Mother's Day cards. I'm really excited about this, and I think she's really going to love this. It'll be something she'll be able to display. I really like it. Oh. No, okay. Just go with your first choice. Go with your first choice. Go with your first choice. Okay. Oh, look. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Look. And it's going off the edge, and I don't mind that at all. I mean, this thing is just going to be packed. This isn't my typical style either. I don't typically do this kind of thing, but when I was thinking about this ephemera, it all had to just go together. I mean, there just wasn't anything else to do with it. It just all had to be together. Okay. And this is Mother's Day. So I did cut out a Happy Mother's Day in black. And I cut out a happy, and I don't know where I got this. This is the die cut that I used. I have no idea where I got this, but I've gotten so many, estate sales and Facebook Marketplace things that I'm just, yeah, I don't know. So I'm thinking, I don't know. Okay. all black, or kind of doing the shadow with the gold. I don't know. Let me put it in here and see. Happy Mother's Day. And then, nope, the gold. We gotta have a little sparkle. We're gonna do it. Why did I decide to do it like this again? Okay. Happy, 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 happy. Yeah, yeah. Okay, is it happening? Let me get my tissue. I got a tissue here. I think it's crooked, but you know what? I'm going to put it in kind of crooked, so at an angle. So I'm not really that worried about it. Okay. You know what? Let me put the needle back on this because I am going to lose that needle in all this mess. Okay. If I lift up this little wing a little bit, it makes getting this guy in here a little bit easier. What do you think? It's gorgeous. Even if it slips down a little bit. Happy Mother's Day. It's still okay. Do we need bling? Hold on one second. I'm thinking we might need a little bit of bling. Let me reach around, grab my tray. All right, I'm going to put a few out and just see. My jewel picker. I'm going to put a few down and just see if I like. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to ping you there. Mm-hmm. If I'm not like heavy breathing on you, I get focused and tend to kind of heavy breathe, trying to be more cognizant of that. Ah. Ooh. Um, and right now I'm just kind of placing them randomly, and then I was going to step back and take a look, see if it was something I liked, something that needed to happen. Where else? Be right in here. Maybe here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like odd numbers. So do we like it? I think I like it. I think I like it. I like one here too. 12. I think I'm going to put a bigger one. Let's see. Now, am I being too particular? Am I being, oh, nope. Am I being fussy? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13. I think it looks good. I think that it looks good. I'm very happy with this. All right, I'm going to glue it down, and I think that we're done. I appreciate you having the patience to watch this and watch me create today. Have a little fun. Like I said, it was just a little bit impromptu. I was doing something different and thought that you might enjoy seeing it, and I think my mom's really going to enjoy this card. Um, but thank you for sticking it out. I appreciate everyone who has subscribed and supports my channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And I appreciate all of the likes. Until next time, bye.